Hello everybody. My name is Cosmic Zero, your entertainer. Huh, well damn. Look, I know it's been a while, but hey, I can still make a review about Sonic X Generations, okay? So, let's get this show started. So the graphics are good. What? You want me to go into it? Then fine. The graphics aren't outstanding, but they look great. And it runs at 60 frames per second. That is if you get on PS5, PC, and Xbox. Me personally, I got it on the Switch, which does run at a smooth 30 frames per second, and it can lag at some parts, but it's not frequent. So, with all that done, let's move on to the gameplay. The gameplay is great, outstanding even. So, Shadow feels great in this game. I mean, sure, it is the same as Sonic Frontiers, at least in my opinion, but he still feels great. The levels feel like they were made specifically to be played by Shadow, especially in the open world. Like, God, he feels great to control there in the open world. I love using all the different powers that he uses. So, with the gameplay done, time for the story. So the story, it's meh. The story didn't really amaze me that much. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But hey, the story isn't as bad as Sonic Generations. At least it had cool action in it, but that's still not that great. I feel like Shadow just went through the same arc as he did in his own game, Shadow the Hedgehog, which I didn't really like. But hey, like I said, it's at least better than Sonic Generations story, which was boring as hell. So at least there's that. Yeah, so in my opinion, the story isn't terrible, but I didn't really enjoy my time while watching the story. So I don't know. It's subjective. If the story's good, you guys go in the comments and just type out your opinions on the story. If it's good, it's bad. Look, I really don't care, man. Okay, I'm just gonna say what I say. I didn't enjoy it, but I didn't hate it. So with the story wrapped up, I guess we'll have to go to the levels and bosses. So, in order of appearance of the levels and bosses, we have Space Colony Arc, Rail Canyon, Kingdom Valley, and the Chaos Island. And for the bosses, we have the Bio Lizard, Neo Metal Sonic, Mephiles, and Devil Doom, plus Neo Devil Doom. All of these bosses and levels are great. They all are fun, memorable, and unlike Sonic Generations, don't have one level that's terrible. All the levels are great, each one. Oh yeah, the bosses are great too. They're amazing. My favorite boss in Shadow Generation will be Neo Metal Sonic. I love him. He's great, and it shows how powerful Shadow the Hedgehog is at this point, since, well, if you don't know, spoiler warning, back in Sonic Heroes, you had to team up with 11 other characters. Jesus, Shadow is insanely strong in this one. So with all that, I think it's time to move on to the bonus content. The bonus content is good. I myself using Terrio skin and playing the bonus Sonic Movies 3 stage, and the challenges were fun. I didn't find myself really replaying them all that often, but they were fun while they lasted. So, I guess this is the end of the video. What? I feel like I forgot something. Oh, I still need to review Sonic Generations, don't I? Well, I guess time to switch the footage from Shadow Generations to Sonic Generations. This section is the exact same as the Shadow section of the graphics, but except that Sonic Generation looks slightly better in my opinion. Maybe because it looks better than like the 2011 version of Sonic Generations. If you compare both of them side by side, then you can really see it. I'm not gonna play footage of the old version simply because I'm too lazy, but you can do that on your own, okay? The gameplay is great in Sonic Generations. I might even say it's better than Shadow Generations. But unlike Shadow Generations, we don't get an open world type of environment to play around with Sonic's abilities. We just get to the stage select. So yeah, damn. But still, he feels great. And now we get the classic Sonic, which controls great. He doesn't control exactly like he did in the Genesis games, but still, he doesn't control terrible either. He's fun, and boy, this overpowered spin dash can get you places, I can tell you that. It is so much fun to use that for a moment I forgot that the drop dash was even in the game. So yeah, just go to show how fun both Sonics are. Oh god. Why? The story. I can summarize it in one word. Boring. The story is boring as all hell. It's just characters standing around, then talking to each other about, I don't know, running fast, like, I don't know, no tomorrow, there won't be a tomorrow. To be honest, I don't know. I skipped most of the cutscenes, and when I decided to watch them, I realized why I skipped them. They're boring as hell. There's no action in either of them. Especially when the trailers try to hype up these super cool, epic moments, when in reality, the actual game have no CG cutscenes. I've checked. So yeah, the story sucked. Hopefully nothing else sucked, right? Right? Oh yeah, right. Huh. Well, I guess this is gonna be the only bad thing about Sonic Generations, huh? Yeah. Well, that's neat. Since this part was filmed a week in advance, spoiler warning for the levels and bosses. So, in order of levels and bosses, we have Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, Speed Highway, City Escape, Seaside Hill, Crisis City, Rooftop Run, and that's all. Yep, all of them. No other. There's no other stage other than those. Yep, absolutely. Yep, 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 yep. Oh yeah, the bosses. For the bosses, there's 3 main bosses and 2 mini bosses. Let's start with the classic era. The mini boss for the classic era is Metal Sonic. And the main boss is, of course, the Death Egg. For the adventure era, we got Shadow as the mini boss and the Perfect Chaos. And finally, for the modern era, we have Silver the Hedgehog as the mini boss, and the main boss is the Egg Dragoon. And the final boss is the Time Eater. Yeah, this boss sucks. Wait a minute. Did I forget a level? Oh, Planet Wisp, huh? I'm not talking about it. It sucks ass. Nope. I'm not talking about it. Nope. No, all you need to know is that Planet Wisp sucks. So, overall, I thought it was very good. Sonic and Shadow Generations both aged pretty well, even a year later. I didn't have much to say about the bonus content for Sonic Generations, that's why I didn't get its own section. And you all know that the OST is basically the best part of any Sonic game. You can basically count on it if the game's bad. So, after all that, I think Sonic X Shadow Generations deserves an S tier. That was all from me for today. I hope you liked it, and if you didn't, I don't really know. I can't stop you. Well, that's it. Subscribe.